G'day. Today we're diving into a story that's gripping the entire country, a story of heat, resilience, and the challenges we face together. Australia is sweltering under a late November heatwave of epic proportions, with the land itself crying out for relief as the sun beats down mercilessly. This isn't just a warm spell, it's a record-breaking, dangerous event that's rewriting what we thought we knew about our climate. Temperatures are soaring to levels we'd expect in the peak of summer, not spring. The mercury is smashing records, leaving communities stunned and scrambling to adapt. Victoria, New South Wales and South Australia are all feeling the full force of this relentless heat, with entire regions blanketed in scorching temperatures. The relentless heat is affecting millions, families, farmers, city dwellers, and our precious wildlife. Eucalyptus trees wilt, kangaroos seek shade, and people everywhere are searching for ways to stay cool and safe. Vulnerable groups like the elderly, children, and pets are especially at risk, making community support and awareness more important than ever. This is about more than numbers. It's about the science behind extreme weather and the real-world impacts on our daily lives. We're facing an extreme heat wave, the highest category, posing risks to everyone, especially those on the front lines like emergency services and healthcare workers. The air's heavy, movement is a chore, and caution is essential. Streets are quieter, and the usual hustle slows to a crawl as people try to avoid the worst of the heat. So, why is it so hot, so early? A perfect storm of meteorological events has trapped a massive bubble of hot air over us, creating a pressure cooker effect across the continent. A tropical cyclone off the coast, a stubborn high-pressure system refusing to budge, and our sun-baked interior have all combined to create this crisis, one that experts say could become more common in the years ahead. Scientists are working around the clock to understand these patterns, while communities band together to help those most in need. Understanding the how and why is the first step to staying safe and preparing for the future. As we face these challenges, knowledge, preparation, and community spirit will be our greatest assets. Let's look at the numbers that define this extraordinary heat wave. A weather event that is rewriting the record books across Australia. The scale and intensity of these temperatures are unlike anything many communities have experienced in decades, and the impacts are being felt far and wide. In Victoria, temperatures have soared past 40 degrees Celsius for the first time this spring, shattering seasonal norms. Forecasts are now pushing towards an astonishing 45 degrees Celsius, leaving cities like Melbourne sweltering under relentless sun. Residents are seeking relief wherever they can, as the heatwave disrupts daily life and challenges local infrastructure. Meanwhile, New South Wales is enduring consecutive days above 45 degrees Celsius, with severe heatwave warnings issued across multiple districts. The relentless heat is drying out fields, straining water supplies, and forcing people to adapt their routines to avoid the most dangerous hours of the day. South Australia is also in the grip of this extreme event, with temperatures consistently above 45 degrees Celsius. Some areas have even reached a blistering 46 degrees, making outdoor activity nearly impossible and putting vulnerable populations at risk. Further north, parts of southwest Queensland have hit a staggering 47 degrees. The land is parched, roads shimmer in the heat, and communities are bracing for even higher temperatures as the heat wave continues. Brisbane, too, is on high alert, with forecasts suggesting it could see its hottest spring day in over a decade. The city's residents are taking extra precautions, and local authorities are urging everyone to stay hydrated and avoid unnecessary exposure. In remote towns like Moomba, Longreach, and Windora, the heat is challenging all-time records. These communities are accustomed to tough conditions, but even they are feeling the strain as temperatures push the limits of what's been seen before. These aren't just statistics. They represent real challenges for emergency services and health departments. Ambulance crews and hospital staff are on high alert, responding to a surge in heat-related incidents and working tirelessly to keep people safe. High temperatures are putting immense strain on the power grid, leading to increased risk of outages as demand for air conditioning spikes. Hospitals are filling up, with patients suffering from heat exhaustion and dehydration, highlighting the serious health risks posed by this event. Outdoor workers, from construction crews to farmers, are facing dangerous conditions every day. Many are forced to adjust their schedules, take frequent breaks, and rely on protective gear just to get through their shifts safely. The numbers tell a clear story. This is a major event with real-world consequences for our communities. Cooling centers are opening, families are seeking refuge indoors, and local governments are coordinating emergency responses to protect the most vulnerable. The heat wave is pushing our infrastructure and resilience to the limit. Roads are buckling, railways are warping, and officials are working around the clock to assess and repair damage. In times like these, staying informed and prepared is more important than ever. By keeping up with the latest updates and following safety advice, we can help protect ourselves, our families, and our communities from the dangers of this unprecedented heat wave. The main culprit behind this heat? Tropical cyclone Fina. Fina was the earliest cyclone on record to hit the Northern Territory, fueled by unusually warm seas. This storm acted like a giant heat pump, drawing in hot, humid air and sending it southeast across Australia. As this air traveled, it sank over central and southeastern Australia, heating up further through compressional warming. The result? Supercharged, dry, scorching air blanketing the southeast. Cyclone Fina provided the energy, the continent's geography amplified it, and physics delivered the final blow. This perfect combination created the record-breaking conditions we're experiencing. It's a powerful reminder of how interconnected our weather systems are. Understanding these links helps us prepare for future extremes. Cyclone Fina triggered the initial surge of heat, but what's truly remarkable is how a heat dome is now trapping that heat, refusing to let it escape. This phenomenon is responsible for the relentless temperatures gripping southeastern Australia. A powerful high-pressure system has settled over the region, acting like a massive, invisible lid. It presses down on the atmosphere, trapping hot air close to the ground and preventing cooler air from moving in. This creates a kind of atmospheric seal, locking in the heat. Instead of dispersing, the heat accumulates day after day. Each afternoon the sun's energy is trapped, and the ground radiates it back up, only for it to be held in place by the dome. This creates a feedback loop, where each day is hotter than the last. Mornings begin with temperatures already elevated, and the heat dome prevents any significant overnight cooling. The land and cities barely get a chance to recover before the next wave of heat arrives. The result is a string of multi-day heat waves. These extreme conditions put enormous pressure on power grids as people turn to air conditioning, strain water supplies, and challenge emergency services, who must respond to heat-related incidents. The heat dome is stubborn and slow to move. It can linger for days or even weeks, prolonging the crisis and making relief feel out of reach. Only a strong cold front or a significant low-pressure system has the power to disrupt this pattern and finally break the dome's grip, allowing cooler air to flow in. Until that happens, southeastern Australia remains trapped in what meteorologists call an atmospheric pressure cooker, with little relief in sight. Understanding how a heat dome works helps explain why this event is so intense, widespread, and persistent. It's a rare but powerful force of nature. This isn't just a spell of hot weather, it's heat that's been captured, amplified, and held in place, making daily life more difficult and dangerous for everyone affected. Recognizing these weather patterns is crucial for future preparedness, helping communities adapt and respond more effectively when the next heat dome arrives. When temperatures hit the mid-40s, it's more than uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Our bodies cool by sweating, but in extreme heat, this system can fail. Dehydration is the first risk, followed by heat exhaustion, heavy sweating, weakness, dizziness, and nausea. If untreated, heat exhaustion can lead to heat stroke, a life-threatening emergency where the body overheats and stops sweating. Heat stroke can cause confusion, seizures, or unconsciousness, and requires immediate medical help. Vulnerable groups include the elderly, young children, people with chronic illnesses, and outdoor workers. This is a community health issue. Understanding the risks and symptoms is vital for everyone. Look out for yourself and others. Quick action can save lives during extreme heat. Stay alert and take heat warnings seriously. How do we stay safe? First, stay hydrated. Drink water regularly, even if you're not thirsty. Avoid sugary drinks, caffeine, and alcohol, which worsen dehydration. If sweating heavily, consider drinks with electrolytes. Stay indoors during the hottest hours. Use air conditioning or visit public cool spaces. Block out sunlight with curtains and blinds. If you must go outside, do so early or late. Wear light clothing, a hat, and sunscreen. Check on elderly relatives, friends, and neighbors. Never leave children or pets in cars. Temperatures inside can become deadly in minutes. Know the signs of heat stress and act quickly if you feel unwell. Emergency services are ready to help. Don't hesitate to call. Simple precautions and community care make all the difference. Extreme heat brings a heightened bushfire risk. Record temperatures and dry vegetation create a tinderbox environment. Authorities have issued extreme fire danger warnings across several regions. If a fire starts, it will be fast-moving and hard to control. Residents in high-risk areas must have a bushfire survival plan and be ready to leave early. Dry thunderstorms may spark fires, while supercell storms can cause further damage. Emergency services are stretched between fire and storm threats. Stay informed, monitor warnings, and have an emergency kit ready. Knowing what to do can save lives and property. This isn't a freak event. Science shows heat waves are becoming more frequent and severe due to climate change. Greenhouse gases trap more heat, raising the planet's baseline temperature. When natural heatwave patterns occur, they now start from a hotter baseline, making extremes more likely. Recent research links our emissions directly to the future of heat waves. Even with ambitious climate action, more record heat is likely. We're already committed to a warmer future, but failing to act will make things far worse. This is a climate story, not just a weather story. The science is clear. Urgent action is needed to prevent the worst outcomes. This heat wave is a glimpse of what's to come, and a call to action. As this heat wave ends, our priority is to stay safe and look after each other. Follow official advice, stay hydrated and keep cool. This event shows both our vulnerability and our resilience. Communities are coming together, and emergency services are working tirelessly. Let's use this experience to better prepare for future heat waves. On a larger scale, this is a wake-up call about our changing climate. The hopeful news? We have the knowledge and technology to build a more sustainable future. Every action, big or small, helps create a safer, cooler world. Talk about climate action, support renewable energy, and stay engaged. Together, we can make a difference for all Australians. Stay safe, stay cool, and stay hopeful.